Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me.
Good morning. Welcome. The journaling I'm doing this morning is all about the roads in Libya. He's on the Libyan border now, and how they're full of pot marks and how they lead to these oil fields that he's been talking about the last couple pages, and how when there's no oil or the oil runs out, the road, is not cared for and gets um, worn down and not used and destroyed, basically. So that is the journaling spot for today. Um, but today, as usual, goodness gracious, I'm really, really loving this. Today, we are going with a folder that I found in cleaning, um, that needs to be worked on. My goal, by hook or by crook, is to clean up some of these. I know, Kurtie, I know you're laughing your head off right now, but to clean up some of these stashes of paper that I have in all these different spots that I found. This is from the insect journal that I did when the insects took over the Metropolitan. Go back and look. No, I'm not good at playlists, but there's a lot of a journal like that. Um, and there are insects left on this paper, but by the time I'm done, I'm not going to see it. Um, I was last night and this morning listening to um, Christie's Auction House YouTube channel, and they have they have a lot of videos on, so and so's art, inspirational art technique, or blah, 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 blah. And I really, just the way people talk about, what they see in art when I don't see anything usually. They see all this different stuff, da 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 da. So I was like, okay, that's really inspiring. And I found this paper of stuff that, strangely enough, is marked Sahara Desert. I put it together at the beginning and lost it properly. And now I'm going back and using it. Oh, buy bun stuff. Got to put that away. Um, it's all a lot of watercolors, Procreate stuff that I made, magazine stuff that I made. I'm just going for some, obviously, sandy looking stuff. Um, Jeez, there's a door. Oh, the husband's there. Okay. So, sorry, the dog is barking. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So I'm adding the magazine piece. The magazine picture is a picture of a tree stump. And this is all, I'm pulling out greens, some greens, some natural colors, but I'm pulling out elongated ovals. That's wrinkled paper with watercolor on it. Um, the other one, that's Procreate, next to me on the left now, with several layers of stuff on it. Um, and I am in a stacking mood today, so we're going to stack. Now, this piece of paper I have in my left hand, not going to work. Not the right colors, in my opinion. Um, but maybe if I tear it into this elongated oval, it'll work. Maybe not. Maybe not. So I'm adding connector blobs to these three loose elongated ovals, and see where we go. And this to me is freeing, and I'm just making a background. Just making a background. Um, Covering up some of that sketch paper, which that piece happened to be sketch paper, watercolor on sketch paper. There's somebody in the driveway. I'm glad my husband's here. Okay. Anyhow, sorry, I got distracted. So before I get too far into this, I'm going to glue it down. And I'm putting stuff on top of the tree stump picture that came from that magazine, but I know it's there. It adds beautiful texture, in my opinion. And I'm really starting to really kind of like get into these elongated oval shapes, really liking it a lot. So let's see where we can go. Had a couple interruptions, but we're back. We're back. Um, but I don't want to cover up my tree completely because I do love that picture of the rings in the tree and how it grew and really, really liking it. So, as I've been cleaning here the last few days, I found some jar lids and I found things that I use to trace around. And I'm going to use one of those. But first of all, I got to get things settled in. So I'm just baking polka dots with my Stabilo all pencil and just mark making. I did not used to like this form of adding texture, but the more I get into it, the more I do like it. Um, and I'm not doing anything patterned. I'm just randomly putting down dots in with a very wet Stabilo all pencil. And really, really, it adds something. I forgot I even did this. At the end, I can't even see these dots. But here comes a jar lid. And I'm going to connect all the other pieces of paper together by encompassing them in this pickle jar lid, as one does when you're in an artistic mood. I really like this. Note to self, I really like this. Use these jar lids a lot. It's not unlike the Frappuccino lids that I use a lot of. Um, or, punching something out of a circle stamp and then using that piece of paper. Circles. Love, love, love me some circles. Always. So now I'm going to make them a little sloppy because they're too neat for me. So I'm going to go back in with a very wet pencil. In fact, I'm just dunking my pencil in the water and making these a little bit sloppy, a little bit less rigid, and having a grand time doing so.
I just want to add something here at the end. I work, play, design, invent, create in a very, 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 very intuitive way. Now, I am not trained. I do not have art classes in my background. I do know that I love what I see when I know I like it. When I like it, I know I love it. No, that's not the right way to say it. When I like something, it's immediate. It's not like I grow to love something. Sometimes, not usually. Usually it's instantaneous. I like it. I like it. I don't. I don't. I like to go very fast through anything. Looking at fabric, my other passion. I know exactly what I like when I see it, and there's no ifs and buts about it. I can walk through a fabric store and go, nope, 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 nope. Pretty much that speed. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, yes. Stop. What is that? And I work into all of that to say I work very intuitively, and I never, ever, rarely, ever have a thought in mind. I don't plan my videos for you new people. I don't plan it out and say, okay, when I get there tomorrow morning, I'm going to add this green piece here. I never do any of that. I never come up with a drawing. It's obvious most of the time because I just start going. And I'm influenced by, watching something on TV. Yesterday I was watching something about Black Panthers and how their paws can pretty much do this, and that's how they're able to climb trees. Who knows? The influences are everywhere. When people say they don't have what inspires you, a Black Panther's paw. Hello. Today I'm listening to something on the internet about a musical instrument that this guy made in the era of the beginnings of fax machines. I don't know. I'm kind of listening to it, kind of not, but his words are inspiring. His manner of speaking are inspiring. Anything. Talking about all these roads on the Libyan border and how most of the roads in Africa were built for the purpose of exploiting something. Gold mines, uranium, not uranium. That's Russia. Sorry. They're exploiting some, element from the earth, exploiting people, that's Africa's, probably a lot of the world's roads were designed to do something, to get to something. And I'm like, okay, how do I and Libya at this time in 2001, when he was traveling through this part of Africa, was questionable at best, I'm pretty sure. But this is a whole new ball game. This I love. How I know what I like, when I like it, it's immediate. I love this. And I came up with this shape from watching an artist that did something on the shape of a bottom of a boat. So sort of like an oval, an elongated oval. That's where this piece came from right here. I'm like, okay, well, I love to stack things. So let's just go with that. And I'm finding paper that I made, months ago, years ago, whatever. That's what this whole stack was. And months ago. And stuff out of a magazine and just start going. Now, there's bugs on here from when I made my insect journal. That's okay. I don't even see them. Half the time I'm looking at this, I don't even see the bugs. It's just one cohesive piece now. There's texture. I did not put ink on the sides. I didn't do anything. I just started gluing stuff down. But I did learn one thing. This is where art classes do pay off. Because I like to stay innocent in my stuff. This is really abstract for me talking about all this, but I like to stay innocent. I don't want outside people telling me, oh, you have to put green next to blue and you have to put, a square next to a circle or blah, 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 blah. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do this. Sometimes I think that limits people on what they can do. Me not knowing what I'm doing and not knowing the rules, and, the art police don't come here and I don't know any of this stuff, is very liberating and very freeing. And I only like what I like when I like it, when I see it, almost immediately. But adding this huge jagged circle around a lid from a pickle jar does it for me. Okay, starting all of that, I was starting to say, but it's connecting all of these pieces of paper. It extends all borders and roads and connecting all these people. Love this. My statement about the roads in Africa. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I love the color. And I love bright colors. I work with bright colors quite a bit. But having become a patron of Robin McClendon, who is just yummy in every sort of way on YouTube and on Patreon and all that kind of stuff, my palette has shifted quite a bit in the last year to more natural colors. Doesn't mean I've thrown away the pinks, and it doesn't mean I've thrown away, yellow and purple and that kind of stuff. They just have taken a more natural hue. And hopefully you can't hear my stomach growling, but this artist needs to feed itself. But and all of a sudden I'm loving sticking these pieces of journaling paper flopping loose as a tip-in, because I can look at it as a whole piece or I can look at it as a journaling spot. My art class for the day. Don't listen to me because I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know what I like when I like it. Oi, oi, oi.
Okay, that was a little long-winded, but as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay kind. See you all tomorrow. Bye.